Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army. Army officers say the missile found...
Welcome to the Shadowland radio show. I'm your host, Dr. William Lester. On this edition of the show, supernatural, paranormal, and horror prose. This nightmare's boundary extends well past midnight into the nether realm. The demon attacks, slowly at first, subtle maneuvers of terror. It is guerrilla warfare of the soul. The priest was left huddled in the corner, a whimpering mass of babbling, impotent humanity. The victim lay waste on a cot on the other side of the room. I witnessed the gruesome quotient of self-mutilation, cuts, scars, horrific gouges about the face, neck, and abdomen. I demanded that the entity give me its name. That would allow me to command it to leave. All night long the demon raged. At dawn, I learned its name. I wait for you behind the shadow wheels of darkness, just beyond the reach of window candle glow. I beseech you, join me in a dance. Be my withered companion in moonlit pools of despair. Linger in the somber mist. Pass the wicked hours of black rain. Let me feed upon you, feet first. The house had been abandoned for years, and it only contributed to the horror to come. I found them everywhere and slew them with impunity, even as their wicked grins flashed insanely at me. It took 4 days to wash off of me the odor of what passed for their blood. Nightmare lover, may I step inside with you? May I enter through dreams of blood and time to be with you? Dare I ask? Dare I take the chance and sing macabre? I shall. There with you, held close to your reeking bosom by 1,000 prickly tentacles. Your gelatinous membrane begins to absorb me delightfully, more and more, until I pass through that secret lair of ecstasy. And of me, there is nothing, but nothing left at all. I found her there, in the South Sahara, amongst a pride of lions. In lieu of human prey, she was hunched over, feeding vigorously at the throat of an antelope. I realized that regardless of all the obvious dangers, the lions notwithstanding, that I could not leave without destroying her. We count the hours, we two, until midnight. Blood. Drinking blood. Wanting it. Sweetly from all the avenues of the earth. We are night to the mortal, and death, We are soulless and hungry. It sat there and watched me pretending to sleep. The eyes flickered wildly, and the scent of her fur and her cigarette filled the room. As summer began, we knew that some of the local kids would head out to Black Hill Lake. People were warned. It was beyond a question of rumors or town legend. The Indians called them Suthachuk, horrid, malevolent things of the darkest depths of the lake. People were warned, and still that summer we pulled 5 partially eaten bodies from the water. Its attack came seemingly from out of nowhere. It took me by one arm and hurled me across the room. Dazed, I stood and faced the horrid creature and prepared to engage it in its next charge. Blow after blow, scratching, snapping, and clawing, punches, curses, kicking. My goal? To occupy the undead thing until sunrise. I had to find a way to fight and survive until then. 20 minutes until the dawn. And that concludes another edition of the Shadowland radio show. Thank you for listening to the program. I want to remind you that the show can be heard on the Blackwater Media YouTube channel. It can also be heard on the Blackwater Media Facebook page, Pinterest, and Google+. When you go to the Blackwater Media YouTube channel, remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'm Dr. William Lester reminding you that I will see each and every one of you again on the flip side.